Now for back stretches, guys, we got dead hangs, Jefferson curls, the good old foot roll, and elephant walks. So first we're going to start out with the dead hangs. So this one is pretty straightforward. You're just grabbing the top of the bar and then you're just hanging. And then you're just letting your lower back loosen up. And then you're just going to get that stretch and you're going to hang on tight. You're going to build up that forearm strength. This is also good for your wrists too, because this will build some forearm strength the longer you hold your dead hang. And then also your lower back will be loosened up when you're doing that. Next, we're going to be going over the foot roll. You're just getting your cross ball and then you're just rolling your foot. You can also do it with a tennis ball if it's too hard on your foot. The foot roll is really good for your entire leg, and it goes all the way up to your lower back. It's good for everything in your lower body. And now we're on to elephant walks. So you're going to get your hands up on the bench, and then you're just going to make these motions, as is what I do. This is really good for your lower back, and it's good for your hamstrings as well. And then as time goes by, you can slowly go lower. So here I'm just showing an example of me going lower. And then over time again, you can even go lower than that, which I show right now. This is currently what I'm on right now, is on the very bottom of this decline. Just make sure that your heels are touching the ground, and that's when you know that's the most you can go. Now on to back strengthening, we're going to do 5 minutes of abs, and we're going to jump into that right now because this is a very important note. This is a simple 5-minute ab workout that you can pull off right now. Right as you're watching this video, do 1 minute of flutter kicks. After that 1 minute of flutter kicks, you're going to do 1 minute of crunchy frogs. After those 1 minute of crunch frogs, you're just going to do basic crunches. After that, you're going to be doing basic bicycles. Make sure that you get your elbow to touch your knee every time. And then make sure that you're doing a little hold at the end. And then after that, you're going to bring your leg down. And then when your leg comes back up, you do like a little butt thrust up towards the air. And then just do a minute of those. That was your 5-minute ab workout to strengthen your lower back, because when you're doing those, you're going to be doing deadlifts. And those deadlifts, you're going to need to brace your core to do those deadlifts to prevent injury in your lower back. So that's why you work on core. So when you're doing deadlifts, you can brace your back. All right, now that we got that covered, we got spine circles, back extension. We got good mornings standing and seated. And we got Supermans. So now we're going to start off with spine circles. When you're doing spine circles, you can either do the cat and the dog, where you hunch your back completely and then you really arch your back. So you can either do the cat and the cow, or you can do your spine circles. So I'll show the spine circles now. Now I really hate to record these because of how funny they look, but that's just how much I'm willing to help you guys out. Doing these spine circles are really good for your lower back. Make sure that you're completely exaggerating it like I'm doing in this video. And make sure that you go as slow as possible. If you can, try to make one circle like 10 seconds long. That'll be the best way to do it. So now we're on to knee stretches. We're going to be starting off with the ATG split squats, which we already showed in the beginning of the video, from 2 minutes and 38 seconds to 3 minutes and 3 seconds. But I think I actually recorded some more ATG split squats for you guys. That's all for knee stretch. So now we're going to be moving on to knee strength, which is just the heel taps. Here are the ATG split squats. I know I already showed these, but you can also do these when you're bouncing. And then the heel taps are going to be very similar to the ones that I already showed, except they're going to be elevated heel taps. So I'm going to be standing on a stair or something a little smaller than a stair when I'm doing my heel taps. So you can start out low, like this. Then you can go higher and higher up every time. This will strengthen your knee really well, and I definitely recommend these. For back strengthening, we got Supermans, and we got back extensions, and good morning standing and seated. We're going to go over Supermans now. You're just going to be laying flat on your stomach, and then you're going to be bringing your entire body up, and you're just going to try to basically levitate yourself off the ground as hard as you can. Make sure you're looking up and forward. Now we're going to be going over good mornings. Make sure that you're keeping your spine straight, and make sure that you're not going so low to the point where you're rounding out your back. So just make sure that you are going to full depth until you're about to break form, but do not break your form. Same goes for the seated good mornings. Make sure you got your knee bend as close as you possibly can to 90 degrees, and make sure that you are not rounding out your back. Make sure that you are going as far down as you can without rounding your back out. And then last but not least, we're going to be going over the back extension. You got to make sure you have your own back extension machine in order to do this. So you're going to want to make sure you back your body up pretty good, and then you're going to want to make sure that you're barely leaning over the back extension, but you don't need to go all the way down. If you were to go all the way down, you would be targeting your glutes and not your lower back. So it's mainly the coming all the way up part that hits your lower back. Unless you want to go all the way down, you can go ahead and do so, but it's your personal preference. So now we're going to be going over the outcome since we have just made it to day 30. So 1 month ago, I did a test on my dorsiflexion. I just tried to get my knee to touch the wall and see how big the gap was between the foot and the wall to figure out how far over my knee is going over my toe. And then 1 month later, I barely got any progress, which is pretty sad. This is actually the most important thing that I need to be working on in order to achieve a deeper squat, but I barely just got a little bit more performance. I mean, at least I got a little bit of progress, but not as much as I was hoping for. Now here's my wrist 1 month ago. I am just bending it as far as I can until it hurts. I was able to bend it more in this video, but I was only bending it to the point where it started hurting. And 1 month later, it's a lot better. It's almost at like a 90-degree angle until it starts hurting. And I can crank it even further than that. And I really like the progress that I got in my wrist. There was definitely some progress made, and I can't wait to see how much progress gets made in the future. Here is the photo of me doing the ATG split squat last month. You can see that only the top of my calf is touching my Achilles. Then here's the photo 1 month later, same knee. You can notice that a bigger portion of my calf is now surrounding my hamstring. It's no longer that top muscle on my calf. It's almost all of my Achilles touching my hamstring now, which is really great. It was an amazing stretch. Now we're on the Jefferson curls. This one, I was able to touch the ground at the lowest point of the slanted board. And then the month after that, you can notice in this photo that I was able to move the slant up just a little bit, and I was still able to touch the floor. So I did get some progress out of the Jefferson curl as well, which is great. And thanks so much for watching, guys.